Welcome to the lesson on the circulatory system. In this lesson, we'll be discussing the functions of the circulatory system, the difference between arteries and veins and capillaries. We'll label the human heart diagram in your blue workbook. We'll talk about the two parts of the heart contraction cycle, and then we'll take a look at about 6 circulatory disorders. All right, let's go ahead and get started. The 3 functions of the circulatory system are to transport oxygen throughout the body, transport waste products to the kidneys for filtration, and to transport nutrients throughout the body. A transport circulation system is needed because most animals are too big to obtain nutrients and oxygen and get rid of waste by diffusion alone. The main vessels of the circulatory system are arteries, which take blood away from the heart, and most carry oxygenated blood, and arteries do not have valves. Veins transport blood toward the heart. Most carry deoxygenated blood, and these have valves. And capillaries. Capillaries are the smallest blood vessels. They connect arteries to veins, and this is where most of the nutrient and waste exchange and gas exchange takes place. All right, next we're going to take a look at the human heart diagram in your blue workbook. So if you need to grab that, pause for a moment and do that. And we're going to go ahead and label that here in a moment. All right, here we have the human heart diagram. We're going to start here at number 1 and then work our way clockwise around the heart diagram here. Number 1 would be the aorta. Number 2, the pulmonary arteries. These would be the arteries that go back and forth between your heart and your lungs. This chamber in the heart is called the left atrium. It's on the right side of the diagram, but remember this would be facing you, so that's the left side of your heart, the left atrium. Number 4 is the left pulmonary veins. These would be the veins coming back and forth between your lungs and the left atrium of your heart. The valve between these two chambers is called the mitral valve. Number 6 over here are the pulmonary and aortic valves. Number 7, this chamber is called the left ventricle. So left atrium on top, left ventricle on the bottom. This wall of muscle between the left side of your heart and the right side of your heart is called the septum. Number 9 is the right ventricle. So the bottom chamber on the right side of your heart, right ventricle. Number 10 is the inferior vena cava. Number 11 is the tricuspid valve between the right atrium and the right ventricle. Number 12 is the right atrium, so the top chamber on the right side of your heart. 13 would be the right pulmonary veins. 14 would be the pulmonary arteries. And these, of course, go back and forth between the lungs on the other side of your body. And number 15, the superior vena cava. So inferior meaning lower, superior meaning upper. All right, that'll do it for the diagram of our heart, our human heart diagram. Back to our note-taking sheet. 2 parts of the heart contraction cycle. We have systole, which means the ventricles are at full contraction. The aortic valves snap shut. The atria fill with blood. The ventricles empty with blood. And this is the part of the heart contraction cycle at which blood is at its highest pressure. We have diastole, which the ventricles are at full relaxation. The AV valves are open. This allows the atria to empty and fill the ventricles with blood. And this is when blood is at its lowest pressure. Normal blood pressure for a human is 120/80. All right, let's take a look at 6 circulatory disorders. We're going to start with arterial sclerosis, also known as heart disease, and this is what causes a heart attack. This is when the arteries are narrowed by the buildup of plaque in the arteries, and this is what causes less blood to be able to get to the heart, and therefore is the cause of a heart attack. All right. Here's a nice picture over here of some plaque buildup inside an artery. The next disorder is called an aneurysm. A couple kinds here, saccular aneurysm and a fusiform aneurysm. Both of these are enlargements of a blood vessel, and if you have an aneurysm and it ruptures, that is a very, very bad situation, and most of the time results in extraordinary blood loss, and very likely this will be fatal. They will not live. Heart murmur. Many of us have heart murmurs. And these are usually due to valve defects, okay, as discussed here. All right? Usually results in valves that leak a little bit, allow blood flow backwards from a direction that it's not supposed to go. Next is a thrombosis. In a thrombosis, you have a buildup of platelets or blood cells, and then what happens is if that breaks free, that little part that broke off is called an embolus. These are dangerous because they can cause stoppages in blood flow in certain sections. Over here you see the result of a leg that has a thrombosis in it, where it's blocking blood flow, and so this is all swelling up here compared to this person over here with the normal leg. Embolism. These include air embolisms and the Benz decompression sickness. This forms when a blood clot forms in a vein, breaks free, and travels to the heart. And the embolus travels through the heart and blocks a blood vessel in the lung. Okay. These, of course, are also very dangerous and can be fatal as well. And then the last one we'll take a look at here is the angina pectoris. This is insufficient blood flow to the heart muscle from the narrowing of the coronary artery. And again, this can be due to plaque buildup. And this, of course, can cause chest pain and another cause of heart attack. And here they're showing you different places here where this person has an angina pectoris, okay, blockage of the blood flow to the heart in the coronary artery. All right, that'll do it for our notes on the circulatory system. Next, let's now take a look at a video and have Hank go more in depth in many of the topics that we've discussed here.